I'm thinking she's about to blow. We're about to find out if Bitcoin has enough juice to break out of this over 2-month ascending broadening wedge, or if in fact we are headed even lower. Guys, the breakout target to the upside is pretty high up here, all the way up here, but I think there is one thing that I'm really looking forward to seeing on these very, very short time frames before we actually make a move to try to attempt that. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Jessica Jellybeans, and I hope you're hungry because we got some excellent TA to fill your belly with in this webisode, guys. Specifically, Bitcoin has yet again today, congratulations to all Bitcoin holders, set a new all-time high, and we are just absolute minuscule inches away from the $25,000 price target on the 25th of December. Now, too late for some people in the world as December 25th has come and gone. However, guys, we still have an opportunity. It is not yet December 26th in many parts of the world. So, can Bitcoin still attain $25,000 by the end of the day? Kind of irrelevant anyway. However, we're going to be looking into that as in fact Bitcoin is in the middle of a move. We are no longer on some of these very, very strong support / resistance levels. And in fact, we're kind of in a, gravity free zone. So we're going to be taking a look at some of these charts because this move actually does change the short-term direction of Bitcoin and what we can expect. If you're excited for cryptocurrency in 2021, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, turn on those post notifications. And as well, guys, all comments do enter you for hardware wallets equivalent in Bitcoin and access to T4. Wow, I hope everyone got everything they wanted and had stockings full of goo, guys. So let's actually jump into these charts. You can start on this weekly chart in just 48 hours, pretty much exactly as I'm recording this video. We're going to be getting a weekly close, and what can we learn from our current weekly close is this momentum is still absolutely wild. Even this weekly candle, where we have seen some interesting downside price action over the past 5 days, we still have this candle majority to the upside. Okay, we have a pretty long wick here, and Bitcoin is just showing that itself that it just really does not want to give up. Some insane strength we're seeing here for Bitcoin. So guys, if we take a look on the daily chart here, for the past 9 days, we have been holding along our key line here, going back 9 months. On these daily charts, I find these lines to be extremely significant in terms of the macro moves. Usually these macro moves find breakouts and supports on and around these levels. And yeah, for the last 9 days here. Now it looks as though we're again trying to lift off here. We've got a very strong bounce. For 3 days, we kind of barely came down to this EMA ribbon right here. Okay, very barely. And we've gotten a bounce since then. We've bounced very strongly off of this, and this again in the short term is still showing Bitcoin has a lot of momentum. And really, guys, what it comes down to is that people are buying Bitcoin more than they're selling it. And as well, for the first time, we've broken above this key Fibonacci extension level, and as we said, and I'm sure many of you are very aware, even though we haven't hit $25,000 just yet as I'm recording this video, we have made yet another new all-time high, which is just a testament to Bitcoin's strength right now. Guys, if we switch to this 1 hour chart, what exactly happened on these 1 hour charts? So pretty much what happened is as soon as we broke this last level of resistance beginning right at about $24,000 exactly, we initiated a single 1 hour candle from $24,000 all the way up to $24,670 roughly. We had a pullback exactly down to the 21 hourly moving average right here. You can see it wicked right down to it and then bounced immediately off of it. Ultimately, we got to close basically right at this exact channel where this breakout move began right here. We continued up, we failed, we actually found support again at the previous all-time high, which was about 24,200, which is beautiful. Okay, everything's playing out really nicely, even on these hourly charts. And then we went all the way up, and then just within the last few hours actually set yet another new all-time high, roughly about 24,000, I believe almost 800. Let's actually zoom in and see what I got to. It was about 24,780 roughly here on the charts that I'm using. And you see we're actually initiating more of a pullback right now. So do we have enough momentum to swing and break 25,000? Okay, I do think that is the case, but I think something needs to happen first. For one, if we're going to get that move very soon, what I'd want to see first happen is a retest here, maybe come back down to 24,200 yet again, or at the very least, what I actually prefer is this 21 hourly moving average again, because we've gotten a very strong bounce here recently, and ever since we had a bearish cross on these very short-term moving averages. Keep in mind, guys, short-term moving averages, or just looking at the hourly chart, is not super significant. However, how Bitcoin has been reacting, even on these 1 hour charts, is actually pretty impressive. It actually reacts very strongly from what I've seen over the past week on these 1 hour charts. And some of these 1 hour levels, Bitcoin bounced exactly at some of these levels, and you see it again with these moving averages. You see it got a very strong bounce on the 21 hourly here overnight, You see it came back up again, found a strong bounce here yet again. So a retest of this level, about 24,200, I think would be very healthy for Bitcoin. If it holds there, I think we're going to get that push. And again, we're only $200 away from 25,000 US dollars based on this all-time high. So the all-time high is roughly about 24,000, almost 800. So almost 24,800. So we got about $220 away from 25,000 US dollars. Okay, big concrete levels are huge. But what I think is actually happening here, again, 25,000 US dollars, well, it is a huge even number. It's exactly 1/4 of 100,000, which is a price target a lot of people, conservative people, have been talking about for Bitcoin's price. And what I'm saying there is some people are saying 100,000 US dollars per Bitcoin is where Bitcoin is going to top out this cycle. And myself, and I think many, many other people agree that that is basically the most conservative estimate. So basically from where we are right now with Bitcoin's price, the conservative estimate to where Bitcoin is going to land by this time next year, so by Christmas 2021, it would only be a 4x from where we currently are. Again, I personally think that we're going to go higher. I believe the last bull market, Bitcoin did about a 17x. So if we did an 8x, it would be roughly $200,000 per Bitcoin by this time next year. If we only did a 4x, which would be 1/4 of what Bitcoin increased percentage-wise going back to the last bull market, who knows, that could happen. But again, I personally think the market is more bullish than ever, and specifically, it's more bullish towards Bitcoin this time around than altcoins. Altcoins are going to do really well, but 2017, we have to admit, it was kind of like an altcoin bull run. Obviously, Bitcoin exploded. $20,000 is a huge accomplishment, but 2017 had garbage coin after garbage coin absolutely exploding in value. And I just honestly don't know if a lot of these absolute garbage coins are going to pump. Now, when I say garbage coin, I don't mean literally everything except Bitcoin. Okay, most coins are garbage, but again, like I said, there are quite a bit of good altcoins, dozens of good altcoins, but even dozens still makes less than 1% of the total amount of cryptocurrencies. So again, do I think that potentially the biggest Bitcoin specific bull run that we're ever going to see, because of institutions getting into Bitcoin and recognizing Bitcoin specifically, not a lot of these other altcoins? Do I think that a Bitcoin bull run is going to top out with only a 4x from here? Again, it's possible, $100,000 per Bitcoin, but again, I lean more towards, even conservatively, like $200,000 per Bitcoin by this time next year. I think that's more realistic. We've already seen how explosive Bitcoin's price can get. So again, that was a little bit of a rant. I kind of got off topic a little bit, but a 4x for Bitcoin from here on out, meaning $100,000 per Bitcoin. Again, I just think it's a very, very conservative estimate. I think Bitcoin will probably go higher. But back to my point here, if Bitcoin is able to, find support concretely at 24,000, because for the most part, we've mainly gotten rejections off of 24,000. You can see even over the last few hours when we set that all-time high just recently, roughly about 16 hours ago, we came to 24,006, got pushed back down below 24,000. And then 24,800 almost is where we currently are. And I would love to see Bitcoin come back down here and actually find support right around this level here, 24,000, which is where Bitcoin really accelerated about 16 hours ago and made that new all-time high. We want to see 24,000 really turn into a concrete area of support. And then I think that we're actually in store for maybe another multi-$1,000 move, potentially finally all the way up to this level that everyone's been talking about, that $26,000 level for Bitcoin. And as well to the downside, Bitcoin has been extremely strong, still respecting for the most part this green oval that we have on here, roughly right around, it's about 23,000 US dollars. So what's basically happened on this chart is we have flipped 23,000 now for support, and we've moved up above that. And now we're trying to actually flip 24,000. That's exactly what's happening. That's what I think is happening here on these charts. And again, if you take a look on these charts, kind of just on the 4 hour, you can just see, you can get a good picture of this. There's really no triangle. There's not really any type of very distinct pattern being formed here, again, other than just key levels of support. So this is also part of price discovery, and we've really seen this type of structure really come into play ever since we had the break above 20,000 US dollars. We broke above 20,000, we went straight up all the way to like 23,000. Now we've just been playing with some very key horizontal support levels basically for the past 9 days. There is really no clear, it's not like we're in like an ascending triangle. It's not like we're in some sort of symmetrical triangle, although that might be the closest to what we're seeing here. A lot of people saying maybe a bull flag. Again, that might be the closest pattern to what we're seeing here. We do see the consolidation. We saw it from the top here. We see it from the bottom. It's extremely messy, and potentially this is the breakout. Now the breakout of this actually would be higher. Okay, the breakout, if this was a bull flag or symmetrical triangle, would put us above 25,000 US dollars. So again, we haven't achieved the full breakout of this yet. But ideally, I would love to see 24,000 flip into support. But yeah, if we switch to this daily chart then as well, you can see we've been within this ascending broadening wedge basically for almost 3 entire months now. This has been the pattern that we've really been expanding within for almost 3 months now. You can see the price action's been getting more and more expansive here, and we still haven't seen a move back down to the downside here, which at this moment would put us right around, again, still about 20,000 US dollars. And with 23,500 still holding as support, we could actually continue anywhere above that for right now and actually still try to break above this pattern. And guys, most importantly, if you've been following the channel, every day we've been talking about this RSI on the daily chart holding this level. And even though we've gotten 2 dips below it, you see that we've basically not had any trouble coming right back above the 70 line on the RSI and staying in the overbought level. So again, Bitcoin still has momentum. The trend so far is still up. So again, it's not wise to bet against the trend just yet. We do see the momentum kind of slowing a little bit. Technically, we are in a breakout now. So again, I fully anticipate that the next time I look at these charts, when I wake up, there will be some sort of massive swing. I don't think that I'm going to wake up and Bitcoin's price is going to be at 24,600 and just trading exactly where it's at right now. I think we're going to either have a rejection or we're going to actually break out and climb above 25,000, or we're going to get a retest of 24 to 23.5. And still within the next day, even if that was the case, within the next 24 hours, we could still have that retest to 25, especially as long as 23,000 holds. And that has been incredibly strong so far. We've put in higher lows in this structure. So again, bullish structure still remains, and I don't see any bearish divergences on the 4-1 6-hour chart just yet, or the daily chart just yet. Aside from the 1-hour chart, which is the weakest chart, you see we have a high here and then a higher high, but then on the RSI we have a high and a lower high on the RSI. So again, some bearish divergence here, but that's exactly why I said if we pulled back to 24 or 23.5, that would make that bearish divergence on the 1 hour play out, and then again we could have another attempt to try to continue up there. So basically what it looks like, I mean, I think it's very likely we could just see a similar move to this, where, you know, we come up and make a new high, and then we just try to retest this, and we could see this repeat a few times on these small time frames until we actually achieve the $25,000 level. All right, so let's pick the winner of this webisode. Generate, or did that already generate? All right, let's just do one. So we'll just do yesterday's video here. Copy link address. Okay, get YouTube comments. Oh, and guys as well, I did actually want to make this announcement. Because of the ledger, because of that huge data breach, I don't believe I was affected by it, but I know people that were. And I'm going to be honest, it's actually pretty disappointing. So basically what I think I'm going to do from here on out is just offer you equivalent in BTC. So basically the Bitcoin that a ledger would cost, or access to T4. I don't think I'm going to be giving away physical ledgers anymore. One, because I'm just kind of disappointed by the entire thing, and if you want a ledger, then just take the BTC you win and get one. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be giving away physical ones. I'm just going to be, only giveaways just me doing either Bitcoin equivalent or access to T4. Very unfortunate what happened, but yeah, very, very not good. Let's see who the winner is. D-Clan, love the video, to the moon we go, woo! Alright brother, make sure to shoot me an email and reply to your comment and we can get you that ledger. And as well guys, for anybody with experience trading, you want to support the channel, make sure to take advantage of our Bybit bonuses below. Some very nice bonuses, should be a beautiful year, and Bitcoin is on a beautiful uptrend. But keep in mind, trading in general is always risky, so always be careful and never trade with more than you're willing to lose.